In the quiet town of Plainfield, Wisconsin, a sinister tale unfolded that would forever haunt the annals of true crime history. This is the story of Ed Gein, a man whose gruesome crimes shocked a nation and inspired some of Hollywood's most terrifying characters. Born on August 27, 1906, Edward Theodore Gein was raised in a strict and isolated environment. His mother, Augusta, a devoutly religious woman, instilled in him a deep fear of sin and an unhealthy view of women. Augusta's dominance shaped Ed's psyche, creating a man torn between devotion and rebellion. After the deaths of his parents, Ed was left alone in the family's decaying farmhouse, a place that would soon become the setting of unspeakable horrors. On November 16, 1957, hardware store owner Bernice Worden vanished. Her disappearance led authorities to Ed Gein's farmhouse. What they discovered inside defied comprehension.
And what he went through with his mother, she was very controlling. She didn't like men per se. She certainly didn't like sex. All of that tells you that he did not bond well with her. We don't see serial killers being raised in normal families. We don't know much about the mother other than how controlling she was. But I believe that Ed Gein's mother suffered terribly when she was a child.
Human remains, meticulously crafted into macabre artifacts, filled the home. Ed Gein had not only committed murder but also desecrated graves, using body parts to create furniture and clothing. Ed Gein's actions were not those of an ordinary criminal. Experts dissected his behavior, unveiling a chilling blend of psychopathy and deep-seated psychological trauma. Gein's fascination with anatomy, fueled by his mother's puritanical teachings, led him down a path of gruesome experimentation. What compels a man to craft lampshades from human skin, to wear a mask made of another's face? These questions drove investigations into Gein's psyche, revealing the dark interplay between his upbringing and his monstrous deeds. Ed Gein's horrific story transcended the crime itself, permeating popular culture. Hollywood capitalized on the macabre details, giving birth to characters like Norman Bates, Leatherface, and Buffalo Bill.
I initially had my doubts about this, as it would have been very different to his later crimes with no clear motive. But his brother was dating a divorced woman of 2 and was planning to move in with her. And crucially, he had begun to be openly critical of their mother, and this may have been enough to turn Ed against him.
But beyond entertainment, Gein's case forced society to confront uncomfortable truths about mental health, rural isolation, and the dark side of human nature. Declared insane, Gein was committed to the Central State Hospital for the criminally insane. Years later, he stood trial for the murder of Bernice Worden. Convicted but deemed legally insane, Gein spent the rest of his life in a mental institution, where he died in 1984. To this day, his name evokes a mixture of horror and fascination. What drove Gein to commit these acts? Was he born a monster, or was he created by circumstance? To understand Ed, Gein is to confront the depths of human depravity. Experts weigh in, offering insights into his behavior, motives, and the societal impact of his crimes. From his obsession with his mother to his fascination with the human body. Gein's story is a study in extremes, a cautionary tale of what happens when isolation and obsession collide. Today, Plainfield remains a quiet town, but the shadow of Ed Gein looms large. Residents remember the media frenzy and the lasting stigma. While the farmhouse was destroyed, its legacy endures, a chilling reminder of the horrors that once unfolded there. The story of Ed Gein is more than just a tale of horror. It's a reflection on the fragile line between sanity and madness, the dangers of isolation, and the enduring human fascination with the macabre. Otherwise, subscribe for more true crime stories.